Welcome to a special edition of Hopped Up Beer Review. I'm on a boat, and this is the episode you guys have all been asking for. Emails, text messages, phone calls. It's just been no Jay, no Andy in the attic. And we're going to be reviewing some beers that are specific to the Carnival Cruise line. So definitely looking forward to that. Stick with us, and cheers, mates. Special edition of Hopped Up Beer Review. I am Ben, and this is the show where we give you our unprofessional and somewhat biased opinion about the beer we are drinking. Today I am specifically trying the Carnival Cruise Line beers that they offer on their fleet of ships in draft or in can. And these beers are brewed at sea according to the literature, or crafted at sea I should say, and they can be brewed either at sea or I think they also are brewing them in Florida, in Lakeland, Florida, as this one says on the can here. So we're going to be looking at the Carnival Birthday Beer Golden Ale. It is, according to the can, bright, vibrant, and mildly hoppy golden ale with hints of tropical fruit and a crisp finish. It is 6.8% ABV, and this is currently Carnival's 50th anniversary. So this golden ale is one that they have put out to celebrate that 50th anniversary. If you're coming to watch this video to learn about the beer that Carnival has on their ship, they also have your standard macros, your Stellos, Red Stripe, Bud, Miller, Coors products. So they've got all the things that you might be looking for if you're a casual beer drinker and not maybe so much into the craft beer. For craft beer drinkers, they also have obviously their Carnival Cruise brews that they label them, that they were going to be talking about here on this video. But they have some other craft beer that they pull in from other breweries, and I'll mention that throughout the video, just listing some of those as well. For the time being though, I've got the Carnival Birthday Beer Golden Ale cracked, and want to give it a shot, see what it's like. So cheers, mates. All right, we can see that color is a nice golden color. I mean, it is as golden as can be. Definitely, when they talk about the wheat or the hoppy golden ale, mildly hoppy, it does have a little bit of bitter on the back end. It has kind of the wheat taste to me. I think I guess that's that tropical fruit coming through. Very light, very one that you maybe not would think is a 6.8% ABV. It seems a little bit lighter than that, maybe 4.5, 5. So 6.8 is kind of surprising here to me, just from the lightness and the crispness and the taste. Overall, decent, but I don't know the golden ale. With hoppy and tropical fruits is not necessarily what I'm, I guess, personally looking for from a golden ale. So I'm going to give this one a 6. I think that if you like a little hop to beers that are not IPAs, then this might be a good option for you. So something you can hopefully give a shot if you hop on a Carnival Cruise Line and they still have the Carnival Birthday Beer Golden Ale. All right, so stay tuned for more. Cheers, mates. All right, we're going to be trying the Thirsty Frog Caribbean Wheat Ale. It is brewed in Lakeland, Florida by the Carnival Cruise Line, one of their Carnival Brews, as they list here. Caribbean wheat, smooth, orangey, and crisp. I didn't know orangey was a word, but it is listed at 4.8% ABV. So already poured it out into a glass here. We'll smell. Definitely smell the wheat, and got a little on the nose there. Oop. Right, we're going to be trying the Thirsty Frog Caribbean Wheat Ale. It is brewed in Lakeland, Florida by the Carnival Cruise line, one of their Carnival Brews, as they list. Caribbean wheat, smooth, orangey, crisp. Wasn't sure that orangey was a word, but I guess they can use it if they print it on the can. It's 4.8 ABV, so kind of what you'd expect from a wheat from that aspect. Definitely smells like a wheat, so let's give it a shot. Cheers, mates. All around solid wheat. I mean, it's exactly what you'd expect it to be, which is kind of interesting coming from I guess a cruise line beer that they create. So not bad. It's definitely something that if you're out here sitting by the pool on a sunny day like today, definitely would be a good beer to have a few of with that light ABV and light crisp taste. Let me see if I can pull out the orangey. I don't get the orangey so much. I just really get that wheat taste that you have with just your standard wheat beers. So all in all, I think it's a decent beer. Again, for grabbing one on the cruise here, and one created by them. So definitely a decent effort from Carnival. So scale of 1 to 10, I am going to give this a 7. So you're on Carnival and you can get your hands on a Thirsty Frog Caribbean Wheat Ale, be sure to check it out. Cheers, mates. All right, I'm back and I've found a nice quiet spot inside the Chinatown Lounge here on the Carnival ship that I'm on today. Sometimes that's the hardest part of doing a video like this is finding a spot where there's not a lot of noise and not a lot of people. But now we're going to be trying the Parched Pig Toasted Amber Ale, another one of the Carnival Brews. So just taking some notes off the can, balanced and smooth, rich and toasty malt character with biscuit and caramel notes. So this one comes in at 5% ABV. Like the other cans, it is brewed in Lakeland, Florida. So definitely excited to give this a shot and see what it's like. So I've already cracked it and got it poured out here. So definitely a nice amber color. So yeah, definitely excited to try it. Cheers, mates. All right, so it definitely has the amber taste. It for me, it leaves a little bit to be desired. I don't know. It's just I don't have a ton of flavor there. I'm not picking up the caramel. I mean, it definitely has the malt taste, but I'm not picking out the biscuit and the caramel. It almost to me tastes like a light beer, if you will, that has some amber, has some of that malt mixed in with it. It's very light, very, very crisp, but just has a little bit lacking there. So all in all, I think I'm going to give this one a 5 for an amber. Again, this is the Parched Pig Toasted Amber Ale, one of the Carnival Brews. Was hoping for a little bit more on this one. I mentioned previously that I'd also make note of some of the other beer that are offered on the ship, just in case you came here looking for, what can you get on a Carnival ship. So again, you've got your Stella, you've got your Red Stripe, kind of those macros. But from a craft beer standpoint, there's a matte black that is a black lager with coffee. So tried it last night. Decent coffee lager. Also, they have a Naked Pig, IPA that was really good. I had a couple of those the first day on the boat, and they were both good IPAs from a non-IPA drinker. Those are a couple of the other offerings, and I'll list a few more as we go. Cheers, mates. All right, we're at the Red Frog Rum Bar on the Lido deck, and wanted to give you an idea of some of the beer, as I mentioned previously, that they do have here on the ship. Some of the craft beers. They have the Hazy Little Thing IPA, Polliner Wheat Beer. They've got obviously the Carnival Brews that we are reviewing in this video, and they have the Matte Black that I previously mentioned, as well as your assortment of macros and some ciders and some Trulies. So definitely a large selection, plenty to keep your thirst quenched here on the Carnival ship. Of course, they also have their draft beer that they are the Carnival Brews that they have here at this particular bar. There may be one or two other crafts that you can find at other bars throughout the ship, but this is the majority of them that are available here. Cheers, mates. All right, we are back and trying the Parched Pig West Coast IPA. This is, again, another one of the Carnival Brews, which is, of course, what we're reviewing throughout this video. It is totally hoppy, bitter and bright character with citrus and pine notes. So 6.2 ABV and is also brewed in Lakeland, Florida. So as you guys all know, this is the show where we give our unprofessional and somewhat biased opinion. Being the non-IPA drinker, hopefully this opinion is not too biased, but I'll do my best here. So nice, clean, crisp looking IPA. Again, West Coast IPA. Definitely get the pine smell right off the top. And the bitters come through a little bit, but pine is primarily what the aroma that I'm sensing there. So let's give it a taste. Cheers, mates. Just like you'd expect out of a West Coast, very hoppy, very bitter. Can't really pick out the citrus, but it's really more pine and bitter. So I don't get really any floral or any citrus or fruit flavor at all myself, but definitely pick up on the pine notes and the bitter. It's very bitter, again, as you would expect from a West Coast. Again, tough one because not the biggest IPA drinker. It's not my go-to, as if you've watched the show, you are aware of. But it's not bad. It's crisp, and again, the bitter is probably the biggest part that I have a problem with, and again, that's just probably me. If you like West Coast IPAs, compared to some others that I've tried, I think this one stands in there pretty well. I'm going to give it a 7.5. Actually, I think it's not too bad at all. Again, for a West Coast IPA and someone who isn't a huge IPA drinker, but it's actually pretty good. So I think that's going to do it for the Parched Pig West Coast IPA, one of the Carnival Brews here on the Carnival Cruise Line fleet. And cheers, mates. All right, our last beer to review is the Thirsty Frog Red. Unfortunately, when I went to order this one, the keg was tapped. So they were going to change out kegs for me, and hopefully they'll do that, and I'll be able to review it later on. And you guys won't even see this part of the video. But I did get a chance to grab that the other day. They only offer it on draft on this ship. Other ships, I'm assuming they have cans, but maybe not. But that does not come in can form, at least that I found around the ship. So it's Thirsty Frog Red is their first beer that kind of started all the draft beer or the Cruise Brews here on Carnival. It was the first one that they created. Because of that, it was definitely one I wanted to get in and review here. I did happen to have it the other day when I didn't have a chance to do a review. As a red, it was, the normal red, but it wasn't what I was hoping for, to be completely honest. I was hoping for, a little more flavor to it, and it was a little flat, to be honest. So, hopefully, again, I get to review it, and you guys don't see this video. But if you do, they never got it. They never got the issue resolved, and I was not able to give it a shot and give it a true review. So, with that, I'm gonna get back to it and check back in with them shortly. So, cheers, mates. All right, that's going to do it for our reviews of the Carnival Cruise Brews. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and cheers that notification bell, and check out all our social media in the description. Again, this has been a special edition of Hopped Up Beer Review. I am Ben, and I will catch you next time as I'm going to get back to cruising. Cheers, mates.